So Wasabi has decided that he does not want to participate no matter what room we're in. And that's okay. We're back in the bird room. He feels good in here. We were in my room. He didn't like it. So I've had lots of people, and I've seen lots of people online and everything saying they want a bird. I don't say not get a bird. I just say do your research before you get a bird. So see what bird is best for you. What bird is gonna work best for your house? Are you okay with a loud bird? Because if you are, Quakers are great for you. If you're not, I don't suggest a Quaker because they're screamers and it will make you crazy. Some of the big no's that you know about are like no avocado, no certain things for food, no chocolate, no caffeine, no alcohol, no nonstick pans. Huge on the nonstick pans. You're not supposed to use candles or the wax melts or anything with a strong scent. So in the bird room, I usually only use Dawn dish soap and water. Or I guess you can use vinegar. I heard vinegar is okay. I need to start using it because it would help disinfect a lot. I also have to go get one of those scrub brushes for the bottom of the cage. It's just going to be easier for me to do it that way instead of with a wash rag in here. They hate the wash rag. They're scared of it. I'm sure they're going to be scared of a scrub brush too, but if I can just get one of the ones, you know. Sorry, I keep moving the table. I wrote a lot down because my brain don't work that way. I can't just keep it all in. It comes and it goes. 75% to 80% of their diet should be pellets. 10 to 20% of their diet for seeds, nuts, fruits. 5% of that should be fruit. Fruit has a lot of sugar and stuff in it. It's not the best for them all the time. I'm just talking about Quakers. I don't know. I do research on other birds when I get other birds. Or when I plan to get other birds. It's your best bet to know what they like and what they don't. I'd like to get green cheek conures one day, and I guess they love AV cakes and nutriberries, which I'm sure they might like it too, but I guess specifically it's a thing for conures. So 15 to 30% should be vegetables. Food should be taken out. I always do it at 3 hours. Sometimes I forget and it goes a little past, but if they're gonna keep on eating on it, I try to leave it in there at my maximum would be, I don't know, 3.5 hours, 4 hours. Water bowls should be cleaned every day. They need fresh water. Mine, Wasabi, when I got him, he would poop in his water nonstop. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was a baby thing or what, but he would just crap in his water all the time. It drove me nuts. Let's see. Sammy, she was fine up until, I don't know, puberty. I don't know what happened to her, but then she started pooping in her water bowl. I have no idea why. Maybe she was a rebellious teenager. Who knows? I don't know. So they both love their pellets. I give my birds like corn, green beans, carrots, peas, whole grain noodles, boiled egg, banana, apples, no seeds for the apples. You need to take the seeds out. If you want to put like a slice of apple in there, make sure there's no seeds in it. Squash, organic baby food. Occasionally they get very small pieces of string cheese. They love it. Like I said, on very rare occasion. We get string cheese all the time. They do not. Just when I'm feeling like I want to give them a piece. I don't know. Strawberries and sweet potato. They love sweet potato. Sammy is a huge fan of corn. I know I've said this in the past, but she just loves corn. Wasabi always goes for the whole grain noodles first. Those are their favorites. And they both love the egg. They both go straight for the egg too. After she gets her corn fix and after he gets his noodle fix, they go in for the egg. I notice some days they eat more than other days, so I've been trying to guesstimate what's best, like how much is better, and like pulling back on some and only putting so much of something in. Like I only give them a few kernels of corn or a few pieces of corn, probably 4 or 5. Give them a few peas and a couple green beans. They don't eat a lot. I've tried small chunks of banana. They don't care about it. I need to find some fruits that they will actually like. I know they're okay with strawberries, but they're not okay with frozen strawberries. Like it needs to be a fresh strawberry. Every few days, I suggest wiping down your cages. Not scrubbing down, all the way down. I mean, just wiping them off. So you get a wash rag with hot water, a bowl, whatever. Wring it out really well and just wipe the cages down. Quakers produce a lot of dust. I know other birds do, like I've had cockatiels in the past. I can't have them anymore. I'm allergic. I'm not allergic to them. Cockatiels used to scratch my skin, leave welts like my cat does. So they produce a lot of dust. Air purifier in the room would be great. But again, just a hot, wet wash rag. Wipe everything down all over their cages. The dust really settles in on the very top of mine. And then all around the seed guards. Let's see. When I deep clean them, I don't use any kind of cleaners, like I said before. Nothing big, just Dawn dish soap and hot water. And again, I'm going to start trying to do, you want one? You want to come get it? Come on. Come here. I'm going to start trying to do vinegar and see what I can do with that. I hope it works. Let's see. Again, do your research before you get a bird. You need to know, like, cage requirements for the size. Come here. Wasabi has decided to grace us with his presence. He's still nervous about it. I don't know why. This is his room, literally. They know everything about this place. They play on the toys in here. He's just freaking out for whatever reason. Or he just wants me to hold his seeds because he's lazy. I don't really know which one. It's actually millet, by the way. They need to be able to have outside cage time. You cannot just get a bird and leave them in the... You're driving me nuts, dude. You can't just get a bird and leave them in their cage all the time. It's not healthy. Like, if you've got a tame bird and you leave them in the cage all the time, it causes like a regression in their whole attitude about you. So then it's like you got to start all over again to get them to get used to you and to want something to do with you again. If you stay on top of it, you won't have to fix it. They need to be out at least a few hours a day. I come in here multiple times a day. I go in the kitchen, I clean the kitchen, I make their breakfast, and I come back in here. And I get them out for a little bit. Sometimes Sammy, not so much right now. She's sitting on eggs, so I don't want to mess with her. But Wasabi gets out. And if he doesn't get out, he gets mad. Like full on anger. Okay. Have you owned a bird before? Have you ever had to deal with screaming birds or chirping birds? I love parakeets. I love the way they chirp. I don't want a house full of parakeets, but I love the way that they chirp. They have the cutest chirp. And I also love cockatiels, the way they sing and they whistle. So cute. I would love to own an African gray. That is probably the biggest one for me, is an African gray. I love them so much. They talk, they do everything. I know what they need to eat. I would love to own one. Or even a larger bird, like a macaw. I love the blue and golds. I think military macaws are beautiful. I'm a bird freak. I can't help it. Anyway, when they're mad, you're going to know they're mad because they're going to be screaming. They're going to get bitey. Every now and then when he starts to get upset, and he's gotten so much better about it, just grabbing something like my ear with his beak. He will grab my ear, and he won't hurt me now, but used to, I mean, I had to keep my hair down. He would mess me up. He bit me so hard here one time that he actually left a bruise, and it was sore for probably 3 weeks. I mean, it was nuts. An all-seed diet is not healthy for Quakers. Like I said, they get pellets, they get fruit, they get vegetables. Eating too many seeds can cause like fatty liver disease and a whole bunch of other diseases, I'm sure. I mean, like there's other things that could cause other diseases. I don't know how to pronounce them. I tried. Can't do it. I'm sure some of them I can. Peanuts and sunflower seeds, give them in moderation to your Quakers. They have a lot of fat in them. You want another one? I put a vitamin supplement in their water. Not every time, but I put just like 2 or 3 drops in their water bowl. It's... Are you okay? It's just something I do. Flight suits. I want flight suits. You should see my Chewy account. I mean, there's so much stuff on there that I would love to get for this room. Just bird toys and bird stuff. I miss taking them out and taking them to places. That was just like the best. I know it's freaking you out. Whenever I first got them, I took Wasabi and Sammy with me into Walmart. They both were just in my hand. I didn't have anything on them. They were both just babies. Well, Sammy wasn't, I don't think, but Wasabi was. Sammy was older, but she sat on my shoulder the whole time in the car, and I sang to her, and just stuff from Caleb, just sang to her. Told her how pretty she was, and so that was like a bond for us. I did the same thing with Wasabi when we drove to Crown Point to get him. Sammy, we got at a pet store in Greenwood. Are you sure? Huh? You want this? You want it? Get it. Sammy we got from a pet store in Greenwood. And she was tame and they were working with her, but she wasn't full on yet. So my oldest daughter helped a lot with that. Yep. Just vacuumed in here, you know. And you're going to do a lot of that too. Lots of vacuuming or lots of sweeping and all of that. This room needs to be vacuumed like every other day. They're messy. And I'm talking like messy, like walls need wiped down because they will poop on the wall behind their cage. If you don't get it in time, you have to scrub that off. So if you've been busy all day and you come back here, be prepared. I mean, in any room, your living room, I've had to wipe poop off my living room walls. I know you want to come in here, kitty, but you can't. Let's see. I tried a flight suit from Wish. Would I do it again from Wish? No. There is one of my favorite YouTubers. Her name is Victoria Ryan. She suggested the Featherwear by Avian Fashions. I looked them up. I saw what I needed to see, and I love them. So whenever I get the chance, I'd like to order like 3 flight suits. It comes with a whole set. The medium econo pack comes with 3 suits, 1 lanyard, 30 pack of liners, a size chart. They do have a size chart that mentions, oh my lord, I spelled Quakers. Yeah, I'm hoping to get them before I get any new babies, so that way they can grow up wearing them, because I tried the flight suit on Sammy. Once I got it on her, like, she didn't bite me once I was putting it on. I think Wasabi would. She'd, like, totally freak out. But Sammy did not. She let me put it on, and then that's all. Yeah, that's all she could focus on. This right here, you shouldn't let your bird on top of your head, because then they think they own you. They think they're your boss. But he likes it up there, so I don't care. And he doesn't hurt me. And he still loves me, so I don't care. The shoulder thing, you know, I'm sure... What are you doing, man? This is a thing, too. You know, once they get to know you really well and they love you, they will preen you. So this is their normal thing. Like, he loves my eyelashes and my eyebrows. I just say whatever. You want to go down there? No? Okay. Let's see. I'm not saying don't get a bird. Get a bird. They are amazing. But if you want to get, like, your children a bird, make sure that they know that there's going to be a lot of responsibility in taking care of that bird. It's not just you feed and you water them and you walk away. You have to be able to spend time with them. My kids, especially my oldest daughter, are angry right now because my birds want nothing to do with them. Well, she works now and she goes to school, but she also has time to spend with friends after, you know, after work and stuff like that. So I get some days she gets off late, but even on her days off, she can make a point to come back here and spend some time with them. I do it every day. And I spend my day cleaning this house all over and just like deep cleaning random rooms and all of that. So there's no reason why she can't make time for them. But she gets angry because they don't want anything to do with her, or Sammy tries to bite her now. I didn't do anything. I didn't make that happen. They need you to be around them and have... Thank you for the millet in my hair. I appreciate it so much. Yeah. You want some more? Just do your research. Make sure that the bird is going to... Good boy. Make sure that oh, you're all right. Come on. Make sure the bird is going to work for your house. Like I said earlier, I know Quakers are loud. Maybe not all the time, but they can get very loud when they're not happy or when they want something. Or if I bring a potato chip bag in here or a piece of string cheese, they start screaming. We had them in the living room before. They didn't like the TV. They hate when the dogs and the cat are around, but they're getting used to that because I leave the door open and the dogs and the cat are allowed in here when I'm in here. If I'm not in here, then I don't want them in here. I know Apollo likes to sit on that table over there on the TV stand where I have my lemon tree, and he likes to... Sorry, I know you guys can probably hear the dogs barking. But he likes to watch out the window. Make sure you have everything for your bird before you bring your bird home. So, you know, do your research, but also be picking up stuff. If you're sure that you've settled on a type of bird, go into a pet store, look at the birds they have. I'm not saying, you know, get from a pet store, but just go see what types they have. I have nothing against pet stores. Like I said, we got Sammy at a pet store. I want it to be an intimate setting where the birds actually get attention. And like I said, Sammy was being worked with on a daily basis by the lady that works with the birds there. Wasabi was raised at a... Buddy, what you doing? Wasabi was raised with a lady. She is a breeder out, and I've spoke about her in my other videos. She is a breeder from Crown Point. Her name is Charlotte Cooper. Charlotte is great. She will answer any questions you have. She is just there for me no matter what. Especially since I got Wasabi from her, and even before I got Wasabi from her. I've known her for years. I got parrotlets from her years ago, probably 10 or 12 years ago. And then when I came back to her... Easy. You gotta be nice. when I came back to her for Wasabi, you know, she was answering questions for me about Sammy, and I didn't even get Sammy from her. So you're all right. My biggest suggestion is to get from she's had like 20 some years of experience, would be to get from a breeder that does it, you know, in a more intimate setting, like at home or something like that. It's just, or another place that I freaking love, and I don't know why I didn't bring this up before, is Bird Fever. We went in there, they hand raise babies, they have a baby room in the back, and they had all of their birds in there. The last time we were in there, they were gorgeous. I will try to add photos right now. Love them. All of those were their personal birds. I didn't get pictures of all of them. I only took pictures of a few, but they had several. I saw Quakers while I was in there. They are so cute. And when they play, they like hop around. It's freaking adorable. I love it. I've seen so many videos of those. They're just awesome. When we got Sammy, she was not sexed. We didn't know what she was, whether she was a boy or a girl. I assumed she was a girl, so I called her Mama's Boy for a very long time. Now she thinks that's her name. So you can't really switch it up because she didn't like it because she bites me. Wasabi was DNA tested by Charlotte before I got him, and my address is on there. This is his DNA paperwork, and it says that he is DNA sex to male. Sammy, I guess I could have just waited until she started laying some eggs, which she has done currently, even when they weren't breeding. So, yeah. I went through DDC veterinary. I just pulled, for Sammy, I flipped her upside down, and I just pulled from 5 little feathers from her chest with a pair of tweezers, or just, around her chest. And I sent them off, and then I have the option to pay for them to send me like the paper copy, or I can have them email it to me and I can print it off myself, which is what I chose to do. Make sure that you have the proper size cage. My cages are super big for my birds. Not even gonna lie. You see, that's the normal size for a cockatiel. You can see them on the photos. It's the you and me cage. This one here and this one here are exactly the same. I got them at Petco. They're awesome, but they're friggin' huge. Which is fine, for them. They've got lots of room to roam, whatever. I don't remember exactly what the size thing is for a Quaker, but you don't want to put them in a small area, especially if you're not going to be getting them out all the time. I don't even suggest a small area when you are getting them out all the time. No one wants to be cramped up in something. It sucks. Quakers hit sexual maturity around 1 to 2 years old. When Wasabi hit maturity, he got very mean. I don't know if it's the male thing in him, but he got a mean. Sammy would pull away from some. Like, she loved me. She loves my oldest daughter. But my youngest daughter, she would get bitey with her sometimes. Like, she wanted to love her, but she didn't want to love her. Wasabi was okay with my husband when we first came home with him, when he was a baby. But now, not having it. And Sammy doesn't like my husband either. She has never liked my husband. I don't know if that was because of where they got her from, if maybe she was raised by a man, or if maybe she's only been around women her whole life. I don't know. but she can't stand my husband. And I mean, when I say she can't stand him, she will lunge at the side of the cage hard to get to him. Like, she wants a piece of that. Some safe woods to be able to make perches out of. I found a thing for safe wood. Balsa, basswood, I guess that's bass. Poplar, ash, elm, maple, walnut, apple, birch, dragonwood, Java wood, lemon. So the lemon tree's fine in here. There are several more. I don't really know how to pronounce them, so we're just gonna leave it alone. Anyway, yep. So the cage requirements are 18 by 18 by 18. 24 tall, bar space is 5/8 of an inch. These birds are super smart. No joke. They will escape if you allow them to. Wasabi, when we first got him, thank God that we had Spunky at the time, which was our first cat. I'll try to add some photos of him in here too. We lost him. It was a year ago, August 31st. We still miss him very much. We love him a lot. But I'll try to add some photos of him. The average Quaker is 11 to 13 inches in length. Sexual maturity, like I said, 1 to 2 years of age. Like I said before, they can't escape. When we brought Wasabi home, there had been 2 occasions. One, the first one, I will never forget. Like I said, we had Spunky at the time. If we would have had Apollo, it would have been over. Like, it would have been done. And I had no idea that they were that smooth on breaking out of their cages. So we had him in this black one here. We had him in this one. Well, see if I can show you. I don't know where I'm going. When we had him in this will just slide sideways, and this is supposed to just pop open. Well, we've zip tied it now, as you can see, and I've made adjustments to this. It's been zip tied because he had figured out how to pop this up and pop this open. So he was escaping through this door. Hi, buddy. I've zip tied a few more places on the sides, as you can see here. But he was very smart. Sorry about the light, guys. He was very smart, escaped it very easily. These cages I have no problem with. Like, they've got this lock, they've got this lock, it opens and locks down. And then Sammy's is not, like, this just pops open and this pops open. Sammy's is not locked because Sammy has never tried to escape. Wasabi's, on the other hand, if you can see, he has several, actually, of the zip ties. He's got 4 of them that holds his cage locked. So that, you want to come with me? Hey, come here. So that way he does not get out. I don't ever want to come home to a dead bird, especially one that has been attacked by my cat, because then I don't know if I'd be able to handle looking at my cat. I think it would make me very sad. So, yeah, there's that. We lock him down. We lock him down. Which will also happen whenever we get any more birds. From now on, I'm just going to start zip tying their cages in any place that can be escaped from, because I'm assuming if he does it, the babies that we get later down the road will probably do it too. I don't know where Sammy was born or raised in the beginning. Have no idea. I think she was 6 months old or so when I got her. I have all her hatch date was 2/29/16, and I got her on 12/23/16. So she wasn't very old. I'm assuming she had been, I don't know, with some kind of breeder, because like I said, she was not completely tame or completely friendly when we got her. So big changes over the last few years. I have acceptable food lists. I write everything down. I put lists of everything in my phone. So if I'm out shopping, I know what to get them and what not to get them. So acceptable foods, and I even wrote down remove after 2 to 3 hours. Like I said, I push it a little bit. They can have like mango, kiwi, papaya, melon, berries, pomegranates, grapes, cranberries, banana, and apples. I'm sure there are a lot more. That's just what we start with. For vegetables, we do carrots. You can include the tops. Sweet potatoes, leafy greens, peppers, assorted colors, and you can give them the hot ones. Mine don't like the hot ones. I don't know why. I think if they really tried them, Wasabi got one on his tongue once and he looked like it was really hot. I don't know. I don't think it was. But just the way he reacted when he bit it just reminded me of putting a piece of food in a child's mouth and then being like, ugh, you know, just spitting it back out. It was hilarious. Green beans, cauliflower, you can do, sorry guys, my nose is driving me crazy. Broccoli, sugar snap peas, squash, pumpkin, corn, broccoli, and kale. I already said broccoli, my bad. No avocado, no uncooked beans, chocolate, alcohol, shellfish, and undercooked meat. I hope to start buying my food in bulk. I think it would be a lot better. I have containers that I plan, like an airtight container that I plan to put some stuff in. And I've already got some containers that are sealed up. If and when my birds start having babies and they go to homes, I will write up a contract. That's how it's going to be. I want your name, address, telephone number. I'd like for you to come see your bird a couple times to start getting used to them. What do you want to name them so I can call them by their name? I don't think these are going to be fertile. I pray. I want them. I love babies. I miss having the babies. I've got family that would love to have a baby and would actually be able to come over and visit and spend time with them. I think I've covered everything. I don't think I've forgotten anything. If I have, or if you have a separate question, please feel free to ask. Comment down below. I tried to remember everything. I wrote everything down. Literally everything. I could have forgot something. Toys. I did forget something. Toys. If they don't have a good amount of toys, even if they're on the outside of the cage, whenever they get out, they can play with their toys. But if they're on the inside and you're not able to, like, I get to stay at home a lot now, and I didn't before, so they had the toys to chew on, and Wasabi would chew them up. I mean, he tore up everything. I've got to get him a replacement for this piece he's got in there. He loves it. He chewed it all up, destroyed the wood on it. And that's okay. That's what he's supposed to do. And it kept him from plucking. If they get bored, your Quakers do run the risk of plucking. They will. Wasabi, I think, was doing a little bit of it the other day. I'm not sure. He looks okay. I don't see anything missing that's not supposed to be missing. But there were a lot of feathers on the floor. I've been paying attention the last couple days. I haven't really seen any more, so it could have been the other day when we were so busy that I didn't get the chance to get back here, which makes me feel a little guilty, but I fixed it the next day. We keep lots of toys. We built a thing out of PVC pipe. I know you guys have seen it in my bird video before, but we built a thing out of PVC pipe, and normally it has a lot more, and then you see this one here and this one here, and then that thing back there in the corner is just fleece and a coat hanger. That's it. And, well, a couple cat balls. Wasabi loves the jingly balls. He loves to play with them. He likes to, I'm going to try to get him one of those bird basketball goals because he loves it. If you leave him with those all day, and I think the birdie basketball goal would be awesome for him. I think it would keep him very entertained, especially when he's outside of the cage. All right, guys, I think that's it. So if I forgot anything, please feel free to ask or remind me what I forgot. I'd love to do research on it, and I'd love to answer your questions. I am going to try to get him back up now. He is right there. He's being a very good boy. He's been having a lot of fun. I wish Sammy would come out, but I know she's got those eggs in there, so I'm not going to bother her. But again, if you have any questions, please comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Also, hit that bell. You guys have a great day. Bye.